Well, good morning. Apart from that car going by, I am set up out here just outside my garage. And initially, I was taken by a cacophony. I don't know if you can hear it. A cacophony of all these bird songs. It reminded me of when I used to go to England to be with my grandparents. Especially my grandfather, he would take me bird watching, and there was like a special bird reserve where they lived, and we would take the car up. And I remember we used to be in a bird blind, and it was like this covered, camouflaged kind of bunker with slits for windows. And we would go. We were professional grade. We would have our binoculars and our notebooks and our our guide, to figure out which bird was which in the Latin, and we'd sit there and listen and scout for birds. And I was sitting here preparing, and I don't know. Julie had said this at staff meeting the other day. Is she's hearing the birds return. So there's new sounds happening because I guess there's a lack of traffic, or there's a lack of planes, or I don't know what it is, but I've been hearing different bird songs. So today's reading out of Donahue's book is on the senses. For the senses. May the touch of your skin register the beauty of the otherness that surrounds you. May your listening be attuned to the deeper silence where sound is honed to bring distance home. May the fragrance of a breathing meadow refresh your heart and remind you that you are a child of this earth. And when you partake of food and drink, may your taste quicken to the gift and sweetness that flows from the earth. May your inner eye see through the surfaces and glean the real presence of everything that meets you. May your soul beautify the desire of your eyes, that you might glimpse the infinite that hides in the simple sights that seem worn to your usual eyes. I love that last part. That it's almost like there's a recalibration of our eyes, that when we see just the simple things, that we might see them in the created order that God had intended them to be. So for me, it's, hearing that one bird this morning. I haven't heard that bird here in New Zealand. All the birds are new to me. But there was one this morning that was like, oh, I've never heard that bird before. And just immediately, I don't think of biology. I don't think of migration patterns. I think about how God created that bird for me to hear this morning. And I know that we are limited with where we can go. We can't go to meadows, and we can't sit and go to an outdoor concert and hear things. I know we're limited with the amount of money we can to have feasts. But I think of the idea is that may our senses be attuned to God's created, or His beautiful creation that He's placed into our care. But know this, is that when He looks at all of creation, when He looks at you, He says, that's my best work. What? I think sometimes people forget that. I think people forget that they are God's pinnacle of creation. And I would have people come to me like, well, what about whales? Whales are pretty cool. Or Himalayan snow leopards, or or even just New Zealand. This is all pretty awesome stuff. I said, yes, but when God looks at you, You are fearfully, wonderfully made. This he knows full well. When he looks at you, he says, that's my best creation. And he's given you such an ability to hone your senses. And may they be just turned for worship. Things to think about. Well, Father, we just pray your blessing over all of us this morning as we're hearing your birds or experiencing times outside. Hopefully we have a better day like we did yesterday. We ask that, God, that you would just be with us. I know for some of us, we're just waking up and having our morning coffee. But Lord, I just pray that you would just give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us of our trespasses and forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. Thine is the power and the glory forever and ever. Amen. God bless you guys. And I'm in the garage office today. If you have some time and you want to just reconnect with me, feel free to connect with me on Facebook or Messenger or even just give me a call. I'd love to connect with you. But God bless you, and I'll see you tonight for tonight's devotion. God bless.